Hello drummers, musicians, music aficionados, drum teacher Tim Connolly here today, and I am changing my bass drum head. I was using a Yamaha stock head on my recording custom kit, and I've decided to swap it out for an Evans Emad, which I've heard great things about. I have used this before, but I don't remember what it sounded like. So it's kind of like starting all over again. So what we're going to do is we are going to swap the head out. So basically I have a pillow inside of it. I'm going to take the pillow out. We're going to see what it sounds like just with this muffling and no pillow, and see what it sounds like. And if I like it, we'll go with it. If I don't like it, then I'm going to put the pillow back in just to dampen it a little bit. For the video purposes, I'm going to play the bass drum without the pillow and tuned up just with the camera or my iPhone. I'm filming this with my iPhone, just with the iPhone audio only. Then I'll put on the some non-effects, very limited effects, but I'll put my Yamaha EAD10 microphone / trigger on it, and we'll see what it sounds like. Because honestly, this is a journey that I'm on here to get a different sound from the bass drum, and we're in it together because I don't know what's going to happen. So let's get this started. I'm going to take these lugs out and flip it for this bass drum, and we'll see what happens. All right, thanks. See you soon. Okay, so this is what I currently have on here, the Yamaha. It's a Remo head, actually, but it's the stock head that came with these drums when I got these drums a few years ago. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've actually been quite happy with this bass drum head. I like it, but I thought I'd like to get a little more bottom end. It's a 20-inch bass drum, but I'd like to get some more bottom end out of it, so I thought, let's try this Emad. I've heard great things about it. Like I said, I have used it before, but I just don't remember the sound. Plus, I think I used it on a smaller bass drum than this, like an 18-inch. So let's try and check this out on the 22. So I'm going to take this head off, put the new one on. Let's do it. Okay, so I got this bass drum head on here, this new Evans head, and now I'm going to tune it up a little bit. Now, like most drummers, I keep this head pretty low. I want it to be a pretty low pitch, so I'm not really going to tighten it up too tight. Whoa, I think that sounds pretty darn good right away, right? Just barely anything done to it. Impressive. Of course, we'll see what it sounds like in the end. All right, we'll do the fine tuning a little bit later. But for now, that's what the head looks like. It looks great. We're going to set this entire kit up. All right, so here we are. Let's check it out just with the iPhone speaker. It's not going to sound great, but let's see what it sounds like regardless, and then we'll put some an actual mic on it and see what it sounds like. Well, right away I can tell you it feels different. It feels a lot different. Response. I can't believe it, more so than before. I think the pillow, plus I had it tuned fairly tight, I've loosened off the tuning, and there's nothing in the drum except for what you saw earlier in the head, just that ring. And it's a thicker drum head than what I had on before as well. The head itself is thicker, but it sounds quite a bit different and feels a lot different. Let's hear what it sounds like mic'd up. Okay, well, I'm really happy with it. I cannot believe the response off the bass drum pedals. Way more response than the last head. It felt great. It really felt great, especially when I was playing double bass. The response was really nice. It reminded me of the technique that I use to play my bass drum is the same technique that I use to play the toms and the snare, the hi-hat, everything, which is a Joe Morello style technique, which is and Freddie Gruber teaches this technique, where you get the sticks to bounce off the drum and you let the drum do the work and you let the stick do the work. Well, that's how I felt playing the double pedal. I felt like the pedal was doing the work and the head was doing the work and I was just guiding it. That's what I do with my stick. So this is the ultimate for me. So I am thrilled, to say the least. I think it's fantastic. Let me know what you think of my new setup in the comments. As you can see, I got my Neil Peart shrine over here. You sort of can see it, you can't really see it. I'm a huge Neil Peart fan. I'm going to work with this for a little while and see how it works out, my new setup, thanks to my daughter. And my overall opinion is this Emad head, Evans bass drum head, is fantastic. I love it. I used plate reverb, room reverb, and the last one on the EAD10 was called Boom Rocker. Those were the three scenes that I used to demonstrate what the bass drum sounded like mic'd, with some effects on it. The first one was mic-less, just the camera. So let me know what you think of the sound of the drums, guys. I'm really happy. Very soon, my next video, snare and all my toms. I got heads for them too. I'm going to swap them all out and we'll see what they sound like compared to these. These are also Yamaha. Actually, these are all the same heads except for the snare. The tom heads are the Yamaha batter heads that are stock. That's what I took off the bass drum, was the same head. So I'm going to put some Evans heads on these too. So that'll be the next video for equipment and or gear review. But I give this a 2 thumbs up. Evans Emad 20-inch bass drum head. Fantastic. Keep drumming. See you soon.